All right, everybody, welcome back to Ox Talks. Thanks for watching the show today. Hope all of you had a fantastic weekend. I wasn't able to get a show up over the weekend. A lot of stuff going on with the family, pre-holiday stuff. But again, hope all of you are healthy and doing well. Thank you for watching, sharing the videos, and subscribing to the channel if you haven't subscribed. I have a couple of what I think are interesting articles to share with you today. The first one deals with the Bitcoin price and Russia and the Federal Reserve. And the other one is a story I just saw come out of Zero Hedge a little while ago regarding Trump securing a SoftBank investment in the United States of $100 billion, which I'll share the article with you, looks like it could result in the creation of a lot of jobs. So the first story I'll share with you is out of digital assets, and that's Forbes Digital Assets Today. And it says the Fed's biggest nightmare is suddenly coming true as Bitcoin price surges, climbing over $106,000. As of this morning, I saw it over right near $107,000 per Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin price has more than doubled since dropping to August lows. Now, as a leak reveals, Russia could be poised to beat the US to a Bitcoin reserve. The Federal Reserve has been warned its, quote, biggest nightmare, end quote, could come true in 2025. There's been some talk out of the new administration about setting up a Bitcoin reserve in the United States, having the United States or the U.S. government acquire, I think it's 5% of the Bitcoin. Leave your comments below. Is it 5% of the Bitcoin or 5% allocation? It says, we believe stagflation is coming in 2025, the Fed's biggest nightmare, according to the Kobesi letter posted on X, referring to a combination of economic stagflation and soaring inflation. Talked about inflation on the show a couple times last week, and all the numbers that came out showed that inflation is not going away. In some sectors, it's actually getting worse. Yet the Federal Reserve is expected to announce another rate cut this week. It says Kobesi analysts pointed to a report from asset management giant Apollo, which predicted a rebound in inflation in 2025 and not a softening to justify Fed or interest rate cuts. And again, I know a lot of you guys are jumping around here a little bit because the article opened up with the price of Bitcoin. And again, I'd love to hear from you guys. Those of you, I know a lot of you, as I am, are fans of hard assets, precious metals, gold, and silver. For me, I don't consider, cryptocurrencies to be a hard asset. Yes, they are let's say, a form of asset that is off of the mainstream, right? It can be held in wallets outside of the system. But eventually you have to, if you're going to sell your cryptocurrency, you have to bring it back off of your cold wallet, okay, and into some sort of a platform to be able to then convert it back to US dollars. Again, not an expert in crypto. I do hold some crypto, and I've had some nice appreciation on the crypto that I do hold. So look, first and foremost, hard assets, gold and silver. Check that box, right? But look at this stuff, do your own homework, and see if it makes sense for you as part of a diversification. Okay, obviously we had a lot of people making a whole bunch of money in cryptocurrencies as of recent, and that's probably going to continue into 2025 with a pro cryptocurrency administration coming in. So again, I'm probably going to get a bunch of hate from people saying, well, it's a nothing burger, it doesn't exist. And I understand there is a lot of polarization when you start talking about cryptocurrency, especially in the metals community. So a community that I consider myself part of as well. But I'm open to discussion about it. I'm seeing these numbers go up, and I'm seeing my crypto portfolio go up in value. So it says the probability is rising that the Fed may have to raise interest rates in 2025. You heard that said? The probability is rising. The Fed may have to raise interest rates in 2025. What is that going to do to an already overtaxed consumer? and already overtaxed and, let's say, declining a job market. It says we will see a repeat of the 1970s with the Fed easing policy too quickly, triggering a rise in inflation in 2025. Last week, the influential billionaire investor Ray Dalio warned of a looming debt crisis, which he expects will trigger a sharp decline in the value of the U.S. dollar. U.S. debt has soared over recent years, topping $34 trillion at the beginning of 2024. It says this week the Federal Reserve is widely expected to cut interest rates by a quarter point, despite data showing inflation ticked higher last week. Bitcoin's move is into all-time high territory, including the morning's push above 106,000, confirms a bullish bias. This is potentially important after a 3-week consolidation near the $100,000 level. Acceleration in growth is now likely if unexpected news from the traditional financial markets doesn't stop this rally. Again, have you guys heard about the leak or any news about Russia establishing a Bitcoin reserve? I'd love to hear your thoughts about how a rising Bitcoin price would be a nightmare for the Fed. This article I just shared with you jumped around a lot, so I know it seems like I jumped around a lot, but I was kind of reading it in the same way it's laid out here before me. So Forbes Digital Assets, again, I am not an economist, I'm a lawyer. So when it comes to a lot of these kind of things, I'm definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed. Can you guys connect the dots for me? What does a rising Bitcoin price have to do with being a nightmare for the Fed? Is that something because it's inflationary in nature? Again, leave your comments below. Second article I want to share with you, I think it's very, very encouraging. Came out of Zero Hedge just a little while ago. It says Trump, SoftBank's Masa son, announced $100 billion U.S. investment. And again, just like the polarization with the cryptocurrency crowd and the precious metals crowd, gold and silver crowd, we also have a real polarization, obviously, in this country with regard to whether you believe that Trump is going to follow through and accomplish any of the promises he's made. We have a lot of people that just simply didn't support him at all, and that's fine. Look, everyone's entitled to their own opinion and own voice. But you've got to pay attention to stuff like this because, he is generating, he's generating interest in the United States. He's generating, if this comes to fruition, a $100 billion investment from a Japanese tech and telecommunications conglomerate, best known for top-ticking the market with its investments. It's going to invest, and this is SoftBank, a Japanese company, invest $100 billion in the United States over the next 4 years. According to President-elect Donald Trump, announced at his Mar-a-Lago residence today. The Tokyo-based company will allocate the $100 billion in U.S. projects centered on artificial intelligence, AI, and AI-related infrastructure such as energy, chips, and data centers. Trump estimated that it will create 100,000 jobs at minimum over the next 4 years. It says that Trump tried to convince Masa to invest $200 billion instead of $100 billion on the spot live. So evidently says SoftBank aims to complete the investment before the current administration finishes the second term in 2029. Quote, this historic investment is a monumental demonstration of confidence in American future. Trump, accompanied by his nominee for Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, told reporters at a news conference it will help ensure artificial intelligence, emerging technologies, and other industries of tomorrow are built, created, and grown right here in the USA. Leave your comment below. The whole AI thing does scare me. I think that it creates an uncertain future for a lot of wage earners in this country and posing real challenge to certain sectors of the job market. I'm not going to say I'm against it. I think I'm just more fearful of it because I don't understand it that well and what the broad implications could be. But look at this is an investment, foreign investment in the United States, which has the potential to create jobs. Okay, so it says Masayoshi Son, the founder and CEO of SoftBank, expressed his confidence in the U.S. economy with Trump at the helm. My confidence level in the economy of the United States, he says, has tremendously increased with his victory. So I'm truly excited to make this happen. Sun said that although business and technology are important, he hopes Trump will bring the world into peace once again. Sun and Trump said SoftBank will double the company's investment to $200 billion. Last week, the National Federation of Independent Business Small Business Optimism Index registered its largest monthly jump since 1980. So look, guys, I mean, and then Trump said this will be the first step to restore our nation to full prosperity. We're going to full prosperity and to build the greatest economy the world's ever seen, just as we had a short time ago. He reiterated his campaign promises to slash regulations, lower corporate taxes for companies producing their products in the United States, and expedite permits for any business or individual investing $1 billion in the country. So I think, again, I'd love to hear from you guys. I don't want to go too long today, but you can't ignore, just like you can't ignore the price of Bitcoin running up close to $110,000 now, and probably far beyond that. You can't ignore the buzz around what's happening with the current administration. Love Trump, hate Trump, or whatever. It's not really the point. The point is how are we going to create a more prosperous place for not only ourselves, but our kids and our grandkids? And so is this a step in the right direction? Again, love to hear your thoughts. Seems to me it absolutely is. Thanks for watching today, and thanks for supporting the channel. Don't neglect that the workouts this week, going to holidays. Easy to get over to these Christmas parties, holiday parties, and have a few too many cocktails, eat too much rich foods and appetizers, things like that. And that's good to do. I mean, I do that too, but we have to balance it with the workout, then take some days and recalibrate the diet, get back to the routine, okay? Obviously, a lot of weather changes and fluctuations throughout these months, and so people are getting sicker, immune systems are worn down, stress of holidays further wears down our immune systems. So just do your best to keep these steps going, keep the workouts going, watch the intake, and appreciate all of you. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.